Why does player variance cause fantasy football recency bias? Have you ever wondered why some fantasy football managers seem to overreact to a player's last game? This phenomenon is known as recency bias, and it can significantly impact decision-making in fantasy leagues. At the heart of this bias is player variance, which refers to the inconsistency in a player's weekly performance. Some players can score high one week and then fall flat the next. This unpredictability is influenced by several factors, including their role in the offense, game situations, and opportunities to score. For instance, consider a player who is a goal line specialist. They might score multiple touchdowns in one game, only to score very few points in the following week. This boom or bust pattern can lead fantasy managers to focus too much on recent performances. When a player has a standout game, managers may expect that level of production to continue, while a poor outing can cause them to undervalue a player who may just be experiencing normal fluctuations. The emotional aspect of player variance plays a big role in recency bias. Memorable performances, whether great or disappointing, stick in the minds of managers. This emotional impact can lead to skewed perceptions and decisions. For example, a wide receiver who has a high variance might be dropped from a roster after a bad week, despite having solid overall statistics for the season. Different positions experience variance differently. Tight ends often show the highest week-to-week volatility, while quarterbacks tend to have more stable performances. This variance can affect roster choices, as managers may react differently based on the position of the player in question. To combat recency bias, it is helpful for managers to analyze a player's coefficient of variation. This statistical measure compares the standard deviation of their scores to their average. By understanding how much a player's performance typically swings, managers can make more informed decisions. Balancing recent results with longer-term trends is key. Contextual factors, like changes in team dynamics or injuries, should also be considered. A successful strategy involves maintaining a balanced roster that includes both consistent performers and high-upside players. This approach helps avoid overreacting to single-game outcomes and increases the chances of sustained success throughout the fantasy season. In summary, player variance can lead to recency bias by making recent performances seem more significant than they are. By understanding this concept, fantasy football managers can make better decisions and improve their chances of success in their leagues.